Did you ever find yourself lying awake at night trying to decide on which way to go with a situation where you've got a decision to make and you've got more than one path you could take? You know, what happens is we often make decisions and then we redecide and redecide and redecide, and we're just finding ourselves unable to make that gains that we wanted to make. So here's a simple system that you might like to try that could take you forward. And I've never found a person yet that hasn't got an answer out of following this process with one of those bigger, nature and direction type decisions, if you like, those ones that keep you awake at night. So here's the first thing. The first thing you need to do is define the problem, define the key issue and the outcome you want. Spend as much time as you need to on that. That is so important. It's often overlooked. Actually, Einstein had a phrase. He said, if I had 60 minutes to solve a problem, I'd spend 59 minutes defining the problem and 1 minute solving it. And I've found that really does work. So spend some time clarifying the issue and the outcome you want. That's the first piece. The second is brainstorm all the options you've got for solving that problem. Maybe it's 2 or 3 strategic directions you could go in, or different directions you could go in that would help you to achieve that, overcome that issue and achieve that outcome. And then just do the pros and the cons of each of the options. 1, 2, and 3 options, pros and cons. Then step back, do it on one big sheet of paper, on a whiteboard, and then step back and look at them all and score each one out of 10 in terms of how happy you would be to go ahead with that one and how much it's likely to achieve the overarching issue or goal that you've got. The next thing though is really important, because those scores out of 10 might be right, but there's one last piece that I really encourage you to do, and I call it the head, heart, gut test. Okay, so put HHG in the margin alongside each of those strategic options that you've scored already, and ask yourself this is tapping into some, if you like, old wisdom, but also some innate knowledge that's not necessarily sort of head knowledge. It's about head, heart and gut, because it's really important. So the first thing is, what's your head saying about that? Logically speaking, is that the best way to go? Is it a tick or is it a cross? And that's what you're aiming for. No question marks if you can help it. The second is, what's your heart saying about that? Are you enthusiastic about it? Is your heart in it, so to speak? Are you going to invest the energy and effort and emotional connection that you need to have, to make yourself go forward with that one? The third is, what's your gut feeling? Is that the right move for you? Is that a tick or a cross? Do that for each of the options and you might just find that changes your scores out of 10 out of 10. So there's one way that you can start to sleep easy. Decide on the best way to go forward and start taking some action in a positive direction. You won't lose the other 2 options. You can choose those next if you need to. But I'm Jeff Knox. That's another 2-minute tip for better business. I wish you every success with that.